everyone. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I'm kind of blown away by the amount of support and positive words from last week with Aatrox and starting off casual skid reviewer. What am I saying? Casual champion review, icon words. I think we're going to try and make this a weekly series. Every Friday, we'll go through every champion, I think in alphabetical order. It's going to take a while to get to sub-champions. Zyra, I'll see you in 3 years, if that's the case. Anyway, today, we're doing Ahri, which is kind of neat because she just got her ASU. Well, I say just got, like, wasn't a little while ago now. Which is weird, though, because she got delayed, but they didn't delay ASOL. I'm very confused by that. They were willing to delay Ahri, but not the CGU, so both came out on the same day. And I feel like even though Ahri getting an ASU was kind of a big deal, she was kind of just overshadowed a little bit. People were really excited about that ASOL rework, and I understand that. I get that. But it's very strange to see Ahri, of all champions, be in someone's shadow for once. I'll talk more about the ASU in a bit, but this is going to be strange. I've played a little bit of Ahri, fighting Xerath, which is not fun. I played a little bit of Ahri back in the day, but not too much. Back when, you know, her Q was the thing that gave her movement speed, not her W. Because before it was like if you're running away from it, you get it. Something like that. I don't even remember. It's been so long. She's not really aesthetically my kind of character. I say that like I don't play Lilia, but I don't know. Lilia's gameplay is just so fun, and I really like her personality. Ahri is kind of a, you know, a succubus. It's not exactly my cup of tea, because that's kind of what she is. She's a succubus. That is her whole character. It's weird because League has 2 succubi. Is that how it's plural for succubus? Is succubi? We have Ahri and we have Evelyn. I think I was saying in the Melio video how Melio and Annie provide a bit of contrast to each other, where Annie is more about destruction and fire. Melio is more like the warmth that fire brings. We have Evelyn as like the succubus who absolutely revels in it. And then we have Ahri, who's like the succubus, who's like, man, it's just in my nature. I don't really like doing it, though. She doesn't like killing people just to sustain herself. But her whole story is just how she hates her own nature. And granted, when she was young, if I remember correctly in her lore, she didn't grow up among her own people. She didn't even know what the Vasani were. So I'm pretty sure she grew up among animals. And she pulled like a like a Starfire in Teen Titans, where she learned language by just, you know, feeding off essence. I got Starfire kissed Robin or something. God, I haven't watched Teen Titans in so long. I think I got him with that last hit. Oh no, it was so close. But a whole part of Ahri's story is that how she killed her partner, right? Like that's kind of one of her driving motivations. She has 2. She has the one motivation that she killed her partner, and that's why she doesn't want to interact with people ever. And her other half is that she wants to find her tribe, the Vasani. She wants to learn more about her nature, kind of how she can, in a way, fight her own nature, because she despises what she is. She doesn't like being a succubus. She doesn't like killing people. So she wants to be able to change that. And that's, you know, exacerbated by the fact that she killed the one person she ever actually, you know, loved. And that's why in the Ruined King we see her like starting to get close with Yasuo, but she doesn't really want to get closer with him because she's scared that, you know, she won't be able to control herself. Because that's part of the thing. It's not even that she just does it. She can't stop herself from doing it. I still find it bizarre that she even hired Yasuo at all. Like, she's more than capable of defending herself. Why did she need a bodyguard? I feel like it really did just feel like it was just an excuse to put them together in Ruined King. I enjoyed exploring their arcs a bit. I think Ahri definitely had more on offer because they had the whole thing with the Sunstone, and the Vasani were like a part of the game. Yasuo felt like, oh, he's just doing his character arc again. Oh god. Good thing I have this move. You foolish fool. I have Flash for an ultimate move. There's also, like, not even just put Yasuo and Ahri in the same game together. They really tried to make them a thing, right? Like, they're really trying to make Yasuo Ahri a ship. I know I'm not the one to talk about romantic stuff. I'm probably the last person who should be an expert on that subject, but I can understand certain ships or putting characters together in that way. I do not buy Yasuo and Ahri. Like, why Yasuo would suddenly risk everything for this, you know, this fox lady he just met. Why? And then they try to like hint that they have like romantic interest in each other. It's just strange. Making Ahri have a romantic partner is like kind of, maybe it's like supposed to be a redemption that she lost her romantic partner and they're trying to give one to Yasuo or make Yasuo her romantic partner. But like Ahri hasn't really learned to control her powers fully yet, and like, why Yasuo? It really just feels like they're just trying to ship the two of the most popular characters in the game because they're two of the most popular characters in the game. Like that's the vibe I get from it. I don't like it. She's like been in public before, and a lot of people don't recognize that she's a Vestaya. I find that kind of peculiar. I need to look it up again, but I'm pretty sure that they don't even recognize her as a Vestaya. And that's mostly because no one's seen a Vistani in ages. Nobody even remembers that they exist for the most part. But it's like, I guess it's because they oh my god. You know, it's fine. I don't know. I feel like you can recognize Set as a Vestaya when the only Vestayan thing about him is cat ears. But like Ahri's got these giant tails, much larger ears. Like, I don't know. I don't buy it. Ugh. Are you kidding me? There's also the subject of her design. I mean, with the ASU, they went with the Wild Rift design, which, like, fair enough. It's the most recognizable design. It's closer to the original. Like, I get that. I still think that just the Ruined King design is just better. I prefer the Ruined King design because it just matches her character better. It makes her look more feral, which makes sense. She's kind of just, you know, she's out in the wild. She was raised by animals. She can't control her powers. She stays away from people. I think it just works so much better. Again, I knew they were never going to actually make that her default design. Like, in no world, because gotta have Ahri look sexy. It's like, it's part of the code. And I'm not arguing that she shouldn't be sexy. She's a succubus. I think she's one of the few characters in League where like over-sexualizing her actually makes sense for her character. When you do it to someone like Ashe or like Kaisa, it's just, it doesn't feel right. With Ahri, it's like, yeah, she's a succubus. She kind of probably should be sexy. That's kind of a defining character trait about these kinds of characters. And I don't even remember her old lore too well. I don't remember if she was always a succubus or if they just changed her to that. If before she was just a fox lady for the sake of having a fox lady. I don't really remember. She might have been. Someone can let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Or I can read. Yeah, fuck you, Evelyn. Yeah, you piece of I'm dead anyway, but it's fine. I got her. Again, it was obvious they were going to go with the Wild Rift design for ASU, but it is also strange now. This is kind of like the Wild Rift fashion where a lot of the characters look infinitely better on Wild Rift than they do on PC. And now Ahri looks worse on Wild Rift than she does on PC because they didn't get the ASU for some reason. The pipeline of Wild Rift content is so bizarre. Like, I remember when Mundo, there were two entirely different versions of Mundo available at the same time. That was so strange. Some people say that Ahri didn't deserve the ASU because she's popular. And I mean, I encourage you, like, I implore you to take a look at Ahri's old model. The design didn't change very much, sure. Like, Caitlyn's a lot more noticeable in that regard. But, like, look at the animations and the model of old Ahri. Like, it was... I am shocked Ahri kept selling skins when she looked like that. People look at that character and be like, yep, that looks good. I'm sure that will look wonderful for this $10 cosmetic. Oh my god. It's all awful. It's fine though. Look at that. I'm an expert, clearly. See, the worst part about these casual skin reviews is that you guys get, like, insight into, like, just how awful I am with this video game. I guess there's her gameplay as well. I've never really been fond of it, I guess. She throws out the charm. She has flash for an ult. Like, I don't know. It never struck me as interesting. I guess it's like, it's kind of fun. Like, it's like in a novelty sort of way. But I feel like this is the kind of character that, like, once I've played, like, 5 games... I know everything. It would just get really stale after a while, you know? I don't know. I guess I never understood why she's like the most popular character in the game, or one of. I guess people just like cat girls a lot. I mean, I designed one, and out of all the characters I've designed, she's easily the most popular, so I guess that's what the masses like. I don't know. I think maybe with more time, I'd grow to like her more, because she's not like Talia, where like Talia feels very wonky to control. The same with Azir. I mean, their abilities are more complicated. At the end of the day, you know, Ahri is 2 skill shots, a targeted thing, and flash 3 times that resets on kills. In no world is she complicated. She's just very, very vanilla. I get Lux satisfaction. I think Lux, despite being very simple, is very satisfying, but I don't get it for Ahri. I did, as I'm playing though, I definitely can get like the adrenaline rush. I mean, that always happens with champions with dashes, right? You always get that slight bit of dopamine, like, ooh, look how fast I am, look how mobile I am. But I don't know. I feel like with Ahri it would get old very quickly. Are you... Ah. Oh my god. Wait, okay, I get it now. I understand. I understand now. Oh my god. I understand now. Holy shit, I get it. It's all clicking. Okay, it's kind of fun. All right, I'll admit it. It's kind of fun. I mean, it helps that her animations are just so... God damn, her animations are so silky smooth now. I just realized I went from like 3-7 to 14-7. What happened this game? Oh god. Not Morty. I don't want anything to do with Morty. This is completely off tangent. It has nothing to do with the video at all. But on Morty, it was kind of strange that out of all the characters in multiverses, Rick and Morty did not have any new voice lines. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. As I'm playing, I'm like understanding the fun to be had with Ahri, the dashing and stuff. But I'm like conflicted. I don't know if I'd play this character more. I mean, her animations look significantly better than they used to, but again, she's not really... A succubus isn't exactly at the top of my list of character archetypes I enjoy the most. You know? Holy shit, I do damage now. Yeah! Yeah, Evelyn! That's for early game! Oh my god, I'm an expert already. It took 30 minutes to master this character. You know, this game looked awful for a bit there. And we ended the game 19-7. Pretty good, I'd say. Alright, that does it for this casual champion review, everyone. Thank you for stopping by and listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next Friday with Akali, maybe another champion if you guys want another one. All right, let me know. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.